everything right, it was you and me.
Hello everyone, my name is Nayeema and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a book unhaul. Book unhauls are by far one of my favorite videos to watch on booktube. For some reason, it is so satisfying to me to watch other people clear out books that they know they will not be reading and have no interest in reading, and so that's what today's video is. Two things: I just filmed an unread books video where I went through all my physical TBR, so a lot of these books are in that video. I just really need to take down my physical TBR and stop holding on to books that I know I will never read or never want to read again or didn't like. So that's what this video is today. I am also wearing the same exact outfit as my last video. That's because I am filming tons of videos right now. So sorry if that bothers you. If you haven't checked out my last video, please do so. And yeah, without further ado, let's just get right into today's video. So it is also getting dark as I am filming this, so sorry if the lighting changes a bit. But the first book that I am going to get rid of is 𝓫𝓬 by 𝓼𝓸𝓬𝓪. This was actually on the chopping block in my last book unhaul, and I was like, you know what, I think I'm gonna keep this just because maybe. And no, it never happened. I never read this book, even though it does sound like something. This is what I always do to myself. I psych myself out. It does sound like something I'd like. It's like a gothic romantic suspense novel. I just know myself and I know I won't be reading this book anytime soon, so it has to go. Like, I have to part with it. The next book that I'm getting rid of is Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. I do want to read Jane Austen, just not this one. I got this because it was $1 at my used bookstore and I was like, why not? I know myself, this isn't happening, and if it does happen, I'll probably listen to the audiobook somewhere. There's no reason for me to own this. The next book that I am getting rid of is The 𝓵𝓏throwers by Rachel Kushner, and I have no idea what this book is about. I found it months and months ago in a little free library around me, and it does sound like it takes place in the 70s. It's all, you know, punky and such, but it's not gonna happen. I've yet to hear about this book anywhere since I've grabbed it, and usually I don't really care if it's popular or not, but I don't know, I just simply don't care to read this, and I know myself. The next book that I'm getting rid of is The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald, and I just don't care. I think I read this book in high school, I believe, and it's just not something that I want to own anymore. Like, I really don't care. I know that this is so many people's favorite books, so many people's favorite classics, but maybe I'll keep it just for my brother because my brother's in high school and I know he'll have to read this as well. But yeah, I don't know. There's no need for this to be on my shelves anymore. The next book that I am getting rid of is Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies. I have no idea who this is even by. Oh, Jane Austen and Seth Grahame-Smith. I saw this in a little free library, like so many of these, and I was like, oh, I've seen this book before, let me get it. Knowing good and well I'll never read this book. This is a book that will not be read, so it's just gonna have to go. Yeah. The next two books that I'm getting rid of are both books in the Vampire Academy series. In my last book on haul, I was on the fence about these books as well, but ultimately I am deciding to get rid of them. I got this one at a used bookstore for $1, so that's why I grabbed it. And then the fifth book was, I'm pretty sure it was like, oh, it was 99 cents at Ollie's. That's why I got this one as well. It just doesn't seem like something I'll ever be into. Like, years ago, I'm sure I would love this, and I know Nicole is yelling at me through the screen right now, but I don't see myself liking YA anymore. The next book that I'm getting rid of is Stalker by Jenica Snow. I got this at one of my used bookstores for $2, and I was super excited because I had never seen an indie romance there before, so I just grabbed it. But I did try to read this and I just was not feeling it, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. I don't think I'll ever really push myself, even though it is incredibly short. If I do finish it, I'll probably finish it off of KU. There's no need for this to be on my shelves anymore. The next book that I'm getting rid of is The Wedding Date by Jasmine Guillory. Jasmine Guillory simply is just not for me. I wish she were, but it's just, I just can't get into her books. I find them so boring. Yeah, no matter how many, I think I've read 3 books by her and I have not liked a single one. So unfortunately, this is getting the axe. And it sucks because it's so beautiful, and my friend M loves Jasmine Guillory's works. I just can't. I don't know what it is. I don't like this. I don't like her writing. Next, I am getting rid of The Arc of the Dating Playbook by Farrah Shawn. The only reason why I'm getting rid of this is because I have the final copy of this book. There's no need for me to have 2 of them. Or I'll probably get rid of the final copy and keep The Arc, just so somebody has like a nice new book to own. Next, I'm getting rid of You by Caroline Kepnes. I love this show so much. Like, don't get me started. This show is one of my favorites. But I read this book last year, I believe, when my brother picked out my TBR for me, and I just was so bored. Maybe it's because, I don't know, just watching the show first and then reading the book just doesn't really do it for me. So I don't know, there's no need for me to keep this book. I'm not going to read the second book in the series. So next, I'm getting rid of Seeing Red by Sandra Brown. Again, same situation. I found this in a little free library, and my mom told me that she used to love Sandra Brown's works and her writing when she was younger, so I was super excited to pick this one up. I'm not even sure if my mom had read this one, but I know that she liked Sandra Brown, so I got it, and I just don't see myself ever reading this, even though it does sound really, really good. The next book that I'm getting rid of is Trading Secrets by Rachel Eccles. I read this, enjoyed it, but I don't want it on my shelves anymore. The next book that I am getting rid of is Thoughtless by Essie Stevens. I read this book and I actually thoroughly enjoyed it, but I did not feel a need to continue with this series, so that is why I'm getting rid of this book. I got this one at a Half Price Books in Dallas, but yeah, I just don't want this one anymore. Like, I enjoyed it, I enjoyed my time with it, and so many people told me that I should continue with the series because the characters grow so much, but I'm just not interested. This book ended off on a happy note, so I'm not really ready to dive back into the rock star romance world. I need that in small doses. I'm not a huge rock star romance fan. The next book that I'm getting rid of is Fear of Fire and Shadow by Samantha Young. And this book was sent to me by Valentine PR, and I just don't want to read it. It just does not sound very good to me. I'm also getting rid of Black Tangled Heart by Samantha Young, and this just looks like a super emotional read. I haven't heard the best things about Samantha Young's writing, is another reason why I'm getting rid of her book, and I just know myself and this is never going to be picked up. A Fighting Chance by Kate Savage. I actually got this book when I was ordering a book sleeve from Hello Lovely Box. I added a $10 book to the purchase, and I got this one, and sadly I just know myself, I'm not going to read this. It's giving very much like 2014 vibes, and I'm just not into it. So I'm gonna, even though I just bought it, I think I'm gonna give it away. I just remembered somebody gifted this to me. Never mind, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. I love you. You know who you are. The next book that I'm getting rid of is Crave by Tracy Wolff. When I read this, I absolutely adored it. I read it in 2020, but I don't see myself continuing with the series at all, so unfortunately it has to go. I am also getting rid of Wilder Girls by Rory Power. I got this at Ollie's for $5, and I really only got it because of the cheap price. But I just have no interest in reading this. Apparently it's really good though, and I'm sure it'll make someone else really happy. I am getting rid of From Twinkle with Love by Sanya Menon. I got this from, what is that, Book Outlet before it was canceled, and I just simply don't see myself ever enjoying a YA book again. So I'm just gonna get rid of it. Like, I know somebody else will enjoy it and love it and find so much happiness from this book. Again But Better by Kristen Riccio. I got this one from Ollie's for $3, and that is exactly why I bought it. I have no idea what this book is about, but I see it on my shelves all the time, and I am just not in a hurry to pick this up, and I'm really just trying to have books on my shelf that I love and want to read immediately. So that is why this is going. That is the last book that I'm unhauling. If you guys saw any book that I showed today that you think I would really enjoy and should give a second chance, please let me know down below in the comments. I would love to know your opinions on the books that I am getting rid of. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a big like and a comment down below, and also subscribe so you never miss another upload from me, and I will see you very shortly with the new video. Bye.
If I got one thing right, it was you and